Welcome back to my K-pop collection. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and for today's video we have yet another video pertaining to my album storage and collection. As you can see, this shelf right here is pretty full. And that's my alt shelf, which has 17 and 80s. And 80s has pretty big albums. And 80s has pretty big albums, so they take up a lot of space. I'm going to show you the shelf above and the shelf below also. Here is the shelf above. As you can see, it has my entire SM collection, which is basically just all the NCT subgroups. So NCT 1 through 7, NCT Dream, NCT 2020 and 2018, Wavy. I even have my Super M albums here because that's basically an NCT subgroup. You fight me on that. You can't. But this shelf is like the prettiest shelf just because everything is like stacked right there super neatly. I have my giant Johnny album and my light stick on display, and it's really cute. The only problem now is that I have this Kickback album and I don't know where to put it. So I don't know where to put the Kickback album because, as you can see, it's like tippy top full. I can take the three tinies out, which is NCT, Cherry Bomb, Takeoff, and We Go Up. I could put those down there like I did with the first Super M album. But then I think I might be considering moving NCT, like getting rid of Johnny, because that's a lot of like empty space right there that I can put my 80s albums in. So I haven't made up my mind on that yet. So we know the problem shelf right now is this one in the middle, because I can't physically fit any more 17 albums on here, and I have 5 of them I need to put on this shelf. Not to mention my little semicolon albums that are just like shoved up there. We have my lower third shelf, which is like the everyone else shelf. So I have BTS, I have Monsta X, Wonho, and I still have Wonho's, newest album I have yet to put away. So there's that. I have like the 2 ONEUS albums I have, the SF9, The Boys. This is like the not alt shelf. This is like the groups I love and collect, but I'm not like hardcore about collecting like 80s and 17. So I'm thinking of maybe consolidating this shelf a little more to make some room for 80s. So if like I split the shelf in half, put Monsta X over there with the other albums, then I'll have this space over here free for like a continuous 80s line. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But what I have to start doing first is removing this. These are just like papers I used to take photos, like backdrops and stuff. But this is also my additional photo card binder. So I have all my photo cards in like a 1-inch binder. This is a 1/2 inch, which just has like larger items stored in here. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I don't think I'm gonna keep it on the bookshelf anymore, or if I do, it's not gonna be there, because I want to keep this space right here for albums. So the albums that we need to put away that yet aren't on this shelf, I have the 3 new 17 Your Choice albums, and I also have 2 additional Your Choice albums that I got from Target that should go on this shelf also. So I have 5 Your Choice albums, which I want to put on the shelf. So I'm thinking of starting on this bottom shelf just to move the Monsta X albums and see if I can consolidate them with the random assortment of albums over here. And depending on how much space I reveal up here, I might be able to move my signed 17 album up a shelf. We will see. I also need a dust, so I need to get a rag for that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with a damp rag so I can dust off some of the shelves. Okay, you should be able to see what I'm doing when I start working on this. So let's go. I think I'm going to try to explain a little bit of my thought process, but for the most part, I might like zoom through. Oh, so dusty. Don't worry, it's wrapped in plastic, so I'm not like wiping the signature. I'm just wiping the dust off the plastic. All my other light sticks, I have 217 and an 80s light stick. They're like on that side of my room just cause they would bulk up the shelving way too much. So these are like almost all the same size, and these are varied in size a lot. I wonder, so if I add the Wonho album to this stack, let's get this from the back. I love that so much. I don't want to move it. Okay, that's not that bad. And then maybe I can bring down some of my 80s albums and put them there. Maybe. We'll decide on that later. I think I'm going to move. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. And then we can do something with this empty space with the albums above. So let's change this camera angle and start working above. Now that we can kind of see these two shelves together, I'm going to start playing around with what I can move. I might try putting this stuff in my binder instead of displaying it. So one thing I can do is move all of these albums down there. They look like they'll fit no problem, which will leave me with a lot of room for my 17 albums, but I don't like those being on the side up there. Maybe I can lay these down. I don't think I can fit all 6 of these down here, which is kind of what I would like to do. Maybe if I move Fantasia and Fatal Love standing up, that might help, so I might do that. Did that. And I can't stand these up. Maybe I stand up the whole Monsta X collection. I thought about taking Love Synonym Part 1 out of the bag, but all my stickers already resealed. Honestly, I might just do that. It'll be easier to look at if I do that. Because, like, I never look at these albums because they're all in plastic bags, like on the shelf like this. Okay, so this is version 1, version 2, version 3. Let's get these. in here. Oh, that's cute. And that looks like a pretty full Monsta X collection to me. Let's scoot AT's back some. It still looks a tad crooked. Hey, that looks pretty darn good if you ask me. And I can even push the AT's albums back a little farther if I wanted some more room. I could even push these back if I needed more display. Oh shoot, I forgot this guy. I might just display him like that. That's funny. Maybe I can just display like that with my Army Bomb. I don't hate that. I feel like he's gonna fall over, but this isn't the worst setup I've ever had. Now it's time to work up here. Finally, I think I'm gonna adjust the camera angle and we can start focusing on this shelf. Okay, here we are. Don't mind the brightness coming in from over there. I'm sorry. So game plan, move the AT's albums over and finally set up 17 in a nice way. Okay, that's looking cute. Still did not put my signed album in. These have to be pushed so forward because of the in ode albums. I might turn the in ode albums on their side. Also, it should be blue first, black last. So I might change that. That's bothering me a little bit now that I've noticed. I need to flip the colors around. So, but this is a good like preliminary kind of deal going on right here. What I could do, what I see some people on like TikTok doing or other collections is take these and like face them all forward and then just have one showing, which would make it like less messy in terms of like what the spines look like. And it could save me some space, but I don't think I want to do that. Dude, let me tell you, the most annoying albums to store are Hangare because they have like those like washers keeping the books together, and so it makes the spine thicker but the pages thinner. So this is thicker than the like other side. So it's really hard to get them to like stand straight and, you know, but I think I got it. I like how this looks. This is a little weird just because like I don't have every single You Make My Day or Dawn. Well, I have every single You Make My Dawn album. I don't have every single You Make My Day album. And I don't think I'm ever going to get them just because, like, it's not killing me that I don't own them. But it would be nice. And that might make it look a little better. So I can keep that there. It will kind of partially cover ATs, but not a whole lot. So it's not that big of a deal. And it's like partially covering this, which again, not a big deal. What I could do is move this to here and move the new Your Choice albums on the other side, but I'm liking how this is looking so far. I'm really pleased with how, you know, the third shelf is looking. And I just need to do some minor adjustments to the top shelf to fit the new Wavy album. And I think I will be satisfied with everything after that. Oh, I want to try to fit the Going 17 magazine on this shelf. I forgot about that. I think I'll do that at the end because maybe I can just slip that right in there. Yes, let's quickly dust off the NCT shelf and rearrange some things so we can throw cake back on there. So here's a pretty nice view of our top shelf. It's a little dusty, so I'm just gonna swipe that off real fast. So I accidentally just walked into the tripod, so the angle might have changed. But as you can see, I moved We Go Up and Cherry Bomb and put them down there. And I'm going to put Kickback right under Takeoff. So as you can see, I put Kickback up there, but it's longer than all of these. So if I wanted to put it in its right place, I have to put it at the bottom. And I don't want to go through that effort right now. So I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. Yeah, it's a little annoying, especially since I do have them in like length order, but can't be bothered right now to lift all like 10 of those albums and put them back. And I hope you can respect that. Let's put my Going magazine on the shelf here. I want to put it over there, but that means I have to move everything over. And that's a lot of effort. So I might just put it next to the 80s albums for now. There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah, that's not terrible. I feel like I need more knickknacks to put on this shelf. Well, I say that as I literally have some knickknacks just sitting down here. So let me put my Main Cow button back up here. Cute, cute. And I do have my 80s name tags from KCON that I made, and this little acrylic standee light. And that should be the completed bookcase. I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. Let me give you a little overview and then I think we'll sign off. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is like the billionth time I've tried to reorganize these shelves. Not a lot of K-pop YouTubers do a sorting albums onto my bookshelf or reorganizing my bookshelf with me videos, so hopefully this is a little something different than what you can normally find, and I hope it gives you inspiration on how you can store your albums. Not a lot of people talk about, you know, how they organize, why they organize, or their methods, you know. You never see people putting the albums away. You always see people, you know, unboxing them. Here's a quick little overview close-up video. So this is just my little contribution. I hope you enjoyed watching. Take care, stay healthy. Goodbye.